Hello. Tips for the newlywed or soon-to-be wed from a 25-year veteran. Number 1. No one is perfect. So stop trying to make the other one perfect. It ain't gonna work. It's not. It's gonna piss them off. Number 2. Sure, you'll both have quirks. Things that make you wanna pull his spine out through his nose. Or her nose. But the important thing is, you fell in love with this person, quirks and all. So, I think you should communicate your irritations in a loving way. And do it without the irritation in your voice. But you can work together and be aware of things that drive you each crazy. And in so doing, you can possibly lessen these things when they're aware. So, like, for me, the sound of eating and very loud talking grate at my nerves. They do great. Makes me crazier. So, we've made the husband aware of these things. So I had come up with my own little coping mechanisms, and he understands that these coping mechanisms are not to cut him down, but to keep me from cutting him down. So when we're eating, I'll either A, eat in another room, or B, turn up the TV. If he's talking too loud, because I have sensitive hearing at times, I've come up with a signal that he understands means to bring it down a notch. So, if you see this, that means bring it down a notch. Okay. Communication is paramount to keep a relationship alive. You need to pick your battles. You will at times have fights. This is normal. But screaming arguments and hitting are never good ways to communicate your points. No one listens when you're yelling. Find ways to get your points across in a healthy way. My thing is, I would walk away from the yeller until he was calm enough to discuss this with me in a rational way, which also pissed him off for a while, because I would do that. But he soon learned the wisdom in that. The other way you could do it is to write each other letters and put in all your concerns and whatever and give each other their letters and go to separate rooms, read the letters so that you hear what is being said, and then come back together and calmly discuss in a calm manner. And never, ever, ever, ever hit your partner. And never, ever, ever, ever allow your partner to get away with it. Now, this doesn't mean going while he's sleeping and tying him to the bed and beating him with a bat. No. Or In the case of the bobbit, cutting off his wee willy. Abuse is abuse. And a quick, I'm sorry, it'll never happen again, doesn't make it go away, especially when it happens again. This is a sure clue that you either need to get out or get help. Just saying. Don't place all the blame on your significant other partner. When something bad goes happen, you're a team. You have to accept responsibility for your part in the crap. Because your fairy godmother ain't gonna come and blink that mother away. Ain't gonna happen. It takes a lot of work. Just saying. Never go to bed mad. That's the place for make-up sex. So don't hold a grudge. There is no shame in couples counseling. Sometimes you need a mediator to assist in seeing both sides and helping find coping skills to bring you together. But both partners have to be willing to do the work to improve the situation. And you have to know when enough is enough. Because if only one of you is doing the work, it ain't going to last. It just ain't. And if your partner is one of those that makes you feel less than, or makes you feel bad about yourself, that's not love, baby. It's just not love. And it's time to renegotiate that contract. You may have to end it. Just saying. Okay. You know, you're together quite a lot when you're married, unless you're working. So sometimes you get on each other's nerves after a while. So you always, you need to allow your partner to have time away, to be with their friends, to relax. Because we always need time to recharge. And it also makes the heart grow fonder, so to speak. And trust is the greatest gift in any marriage. And it's also the hardest to win back. So, nip jealousy in the butt as it sets the scene for a partner to prove you wrong. So if you're sitting there nagging and going, oh, you're cheating on me, and they really aren't, because you're jealous, they just might go out and spank the monkey with someone else to prove you right. Never do that shit. Always make time for fun time. You don't need a bunch of money to do this. You know, it's the little things, the personal things that count. Go for walks, impromptu picnics, or a romantic couple's night in a hotel or a tent in the woods to spoil yourselves. Surprise your partner when they come home with role playing. You naughty little nurse. Always make time for laughter. Laughter is very important. It is. Then, you know, when children come into the scene, and they will, you got to remember that the dynamics start to change. They switch around and get crazy. So, number one, you don't let the children pit you against each other. And they will. They will try to do that. But you always remember you play as a team. And you and your spouse are the team captains. So plan it together and follow through together. And don't give in to the cute little faces. Doesn't work. And then you also need time away from your kids for a while to recharge your batteries, because you get really stressed out. And so take some time for you. Get a babysitter. Go out to a hotel. Make hot, passionate monkey love, which is good when you don't have somebody knocking on the door or crawling up to the bed going, "Mommy," right mid-coitus. Bad thing. Bad thing. These things will renew your love, and it reduces your stress, and your children will feel that good energy. Now, when it comes to sex, yes, get your freak on. Play, try new things. Respect your partner's feelings, though. And if they are not comfortable yet with that kind of idea, or that new move you learned on your porn site, don't push it. Communicate your needs with each other, because you're not mind readers. Just saying. Bondage comes last. When the trust is great, the bondage can begin. Always remember that in communicating, listening, you heard me, are you? Listening really plays a big part. So put away your video games, your pagers, your texts, turn off the TV, and whatever's distracting you, and focus. Just saying, you gotta listen to communicate. You may not always get along with your in-laws, but remember, you're a team now, and don't let your families make waves between you two. Respect your in-laws, and if they are throwing out their opinions, it is sometimes best to smile and say, "We'll take that into consideration. Thank you." And then you can just ignore it, because, unless, of course, it is really, really good advice, then you might want to take it. But, most times you just smile and just let it. Thank you. Thank you for showing that you care about us. Okay. Because basically, here it is. You can't make everybody happy. You just can't. So you need to make you and your partner happy. That is your focus. Making each other happy, making your kids happy, and to hell with whoever comes winging by trying to get in your business, getting between you. No. You're a team. Go team. So don't let people get in between you. And let's see. Keep them full with good food, because it's true. The way to a man's heart is to his stomach. And about 100 pounds later, they can't run away. These words of advice have been brought to you by Teresa Savino, 25th anniversary veteran. Have a nice day.